example, I would caution people that we should not go back into the old days where wage inflation was just expected, and people just kept expecting 10-15% growth rates in their compensations every year because clients cannot afford it. I think outsourcing companies are already preparing for it. So we understand that the government is trying very hard but finding it difficult to control food inflation and other aspects of inflation. At the same time, we expect to see wage inflation hitting our business this year. And I think we have certain levers in our armory which we can use to reduce that impact. But having said that, that cannot sustain for too long. And I think we will really expect some strong measures to be taken to control the inflation such that India continues to remain a very competitive supply of services in this industry for the long term. I will say two things. I think the first thing that the Indian government should continue doing is investing in infrastructure such that we can take our models deeper and deeper into the hinterland of the country. We need to be investing more in tier 2, tier 3, tier 4 locations because a lot of our talent actually comes from those locations. So taking it there and building infrastructure is going to be critical. And the second thing is, again, it's back to the tier 3, tier 4 model, because we believe that by doing that, we will be able to reduce our cost and also positively impact attrition rates on the longer term. So I think investing around infrastructure and focusing on some of these areas is going to be critical. The second is giving the kind of subsidies and support to companies like us to enhance our training, learning and development models. Because remember, when you go into a tier 2 or tier 3 location and you're moving a farmer's son away from farming to BPO, huge amounts of money has to be spent in terms of the cultural aspects as well as in terms of training those people. So everyone thinks that we're going in there and it's going to be easy. It's not going to be easy. It's going to be very, very difficult. And for a company like WNS, we actually did that in Nashik over the last 2 years. And I'm delighted to say this year we won the Maharashtra State IT Award. I think we are very relevant to that economy now. And we've also demonstrated that these locations can make a great difference to India for the long term. From a budget point of view, I think we would like to see the STPI extension along with the DTCI extension that they announced recently. That's one. And second, more focus on investments in creating infrastructure in some of these other locations such that we can take the BPO model into the hinterland of the country.